Hi, beautiful people. How are you? How have you been? I know it's been a while. I guess this is proof of life. I hope you're holding on no matter the storms you may be facing in life. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, even though it might not feel like it, might not. You can't even see it, but it's there. Trust me, it's there. And what better way to uplift your moods? By using food, right? So today I come back with a different recipe, a little bit of a twist. I'm making crepes. Well, if you're in Kenya, pancakes. Anyway, they're in the pancakes family, I guess, because the only difference between crepes and pancakes is just that crepes are not fluffy. I've done a video of pancakes, so by now you know what I mean by fluffy. So crepes are a bit thin, nyembamba. They are a bit thin, not even a bit, they are thin. And pancakes are fluffy, zimefura. But with crepes, ni twembamba kabisa. And mine today, I'll be doing them with a bit of cream. Like I told you, I have a good supply of milk, so I gather the cream and preserve it in the freezer, and that's what I use for any recipe that calls for cooking cream. So if you don't have cream, like you don't have a good supply of milk and you're not able to gather enough cream, you can always buy the cooking cream from the supermarkets. Just for this recipe, the small container is enough. Let's say, for example, if you're buying Brookside, there's a small container. I'm forgetting the meals, but it's enough for the recipe because you just want that creaminess. That's what you're looking for in this recipe. I hope you get to enjoy and I hope you get to try. It's very easy, very simple, very yummy. Especially if you have kids, they are really going to enjoy this one. And you can eliminate anything. In fact, it wasn't really necessary for me to use eggs, but since I'm also having my boys eating them, I wanted to add a bit of protein in there. That is the eggs, and but you can also use just the cream. If you have the cream, you can use the cream without even using the eggs, and they'll still be yummy. Let's get right to it. In here, I've already mixed 3 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt. By now, you know that if I'm doing anything that has flour, I will put a bit of salt. I keep saying, it always adds a very nice twist to your pastries. So I have 3 spoons of sugar. I have some cinnamon, some vanilla. Yes, a combination of vanilla and cinnamon. Oh, you can never go wrong with that. Then what else did I add here? 2 eggs. So I've already beaten up that. With sugar, you can always adjust. After you're done mixing up everything, you can always adjust to your liking. So this is the cream that I'll be using, and this is some milk. This is like, it's up to here, it's like a cup of milk. Yeah, so I'll just mix it up, and I guess the necessary part here is just to show you how you place it on the pan and how you fry them up. There's nothing much here. If you've watched the pancake video, this is just a walk in the park. So I just put my cream in the microwave for like a minute because ilikuwa imeshikana. So put it in the microwave for like a minute. You can see how oily it is. So that also tells you you're going to use very little oil in this. So after that, I just whisk like so, and then I'll just add in my milk. So another difference with crepes, you don't use a resin agent. See, when I'm making the fluffy pancakes, I always had some baking powder or some baking soda. But with this, I don't add anything more. I may use self-resin, but I'll not add any more resin agent to them because I don't want them to be fluffy and sitaki zifure. So that's it. Now I just add in some flour. So this is what I have. So if I were to be making pancakes, this consistency would have been okay. But now since I'm making crepes, with crepes you want the mixture to be a bit runny. See, you can refer to the pancake video and you'll understand what I mean. So now with this, I'll have to add a little bit of milk. And no worries, I keep saying that cooking is an art. If you don't have enough milk, you can still use, since you've already put the cream, you can still use just water. So no worries, don't feel like just because you don't have milk, you don't get to enjoy this. So add a little bit of milk just to make it a little bit runny. You'll get to understand why I need it to be runny while we start putting it in the pan, on the pan, in the pan, wherever. So this is the consistency that you want. If you are doing pancakes, you do it a bit thick. You can refer to the pancake video to kind of get what I mean. So just scoop and put it on your pan. Then here's where you get to see why we don't want it thick, because you want it to be able to run around your pan. So this is also the advantage of using a non-stick pan, because even for this crepes mixture, because I used the cream, it's quite a heavy cream, has some quite a bit of oil in it. I don't need to use any oil while frying. So when you really have a non-stick pan, that is a plus, because it's not going to stick. So you fry them on medium heat to get such yummy crepes. See even the color? Quite yummy, quite a very nice brown color. And again, I don't want you to feel as if you don't have milk, you're not going to make crepes. If you don't have cream, you're not going to use. Like I keep telling you, cooking is an art. So you don't need to limit yourself. You just use what you have. If you only have eggs and you don't have milk, you use water in the place of milk. If you don't have cream, you just use the eggs. This is just one way of making them extra yummy. Doesn't mean now you cannot make the crepes. And while flipping, you have to be careful because they are quite moist. So if you're not careful, you may end up having just bits and pieces of them all over the place. And that's it really. Very easy, very simple recipe to get yourself these yummy goodies here. So these are your crepes all done. Yummy, yummy. Look at that color. Just look at that. Just put this in your mouth and it just melts away. Your kids are going to love this. So like I keep telling you, if you don't have the cream, just the eggs and the milk is enough. You don't have the milk, but you have the cream, water is enough. And also, if you grew up like us, we grew up making them just using water, a bit of sugar, salt, and flour, and that was it. And they were still very yummy. In fact, up to date, I make them, but now to have them with curry. You know, you just mix up some flour, some water, sugar, and of course you just make sure that the salt quantity is higher than the sugar, and you just have them with some egg curry, some chicken curry. Yeah, so don't beat yourself up because you don't have one or the other. Cooking is an art. Enjoy your crepes. Tag me in your recipes. Let's grow together. Have a lovely, blessed week. Bye.